Hi there, I'm Andre from Peak Motorcycles and I'm here at EICMA 2024. Now when I did one of my preview videos I asked if there was anything that people wanted to see, and someone said in addition to covering the motorcycle manufacturers, can you cover some of the other brands like Aurora? Now I must admit I hadn't heard of Aurora, but I've had a look around what they have on the stand and they have some really cool stuff and some really cool VR stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 4 bikes they've got, talk through a few of the features that are on them and show you what they're all about. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I just love this level of engineering and the thought that's gone into some of these things. So here we go, this is Aurora. So first up, believe it or not, this is a Husqvarna Nordon 901 and it's had the complete Aurora treatment. So as you can see, they've got this Aurora seat that's been fitted to it. Come over, they've got a completely new carbon fiber fuel tank, including down the sides. The whole new front fairing is new. And the way they do this is they 3D print it first and then build a carbon fiber over it. They show you the view from the front. So it's got that big single headlight. So it is still sort of true to how the Nordon looks. It's just not in any way that the Nordon actually does look. Coming around this side, you can just kind of see just how the carbon fiber all fits together through there. A few extra sort of little billeted bits. Now when I come up and over the top, you can see it's got the Scott damper underneath. It's got that sort of electronic dash, and then it's got this roadbook holder. Now that's made of plastic. They don't actually do it anymore because now they've switched to electronic. But it's that, and it's on the rally tower. And now, from just a moment ago, he's going to show me how you take out the magnetic insert from that. So this is the Aurora roadbook holder on their Nordon 901. Now it's kind of cool because when the lid comes off, it's kind of the inside bit will come out. It's magnetic, and it just pops out like that. So if you want to take it inside so that your paper doesn't get wet overnight, that is very cool. And yeah, it's all sprung loaded. It's a lovely sort of anodized finish on all of it. And yeah, no, I love that. That is very cool. Thank you. A few other things to mention on here is they've got these polymer bands, which they're not going to snap like rubber. They might extend a little bit, but they are super strong. And then if you can see in there, there's like a tiny little LED light strip just to do the illumination. There you go, that was pretty cool. So just showing you a few of the other electronics. This is a full rally setup that's on this bike. If I back up a bit and then I just show you the side, what it's now going to show me is how to put on a VR headset. So excuse me just for a moment, I'll put on my headset and then I will try and describe to you what I'm seeing. I know the VR doesn't work terribly well when you can't see what I can see, but believe you me, it's pretty awesome. I don't really know what this is going to be, but they're going to let me have a go in a minute. I don't know whether this is virtual rallying, but yeah, very, very curious to see what this is going to be.
You can move them a little bit up and down to focus.
Oh right, okay, yeah, now I've got that. Oh wow, so this is not going to be great for that. Oh, I can see like a line, that must be the outline of the stand. But what I'm actually looking at here is I can see that same Nordon in front of me. And here, no, I can't actually touch it. There's like, believe me, right here, there is a fuel tank. There's a fuel tank here. There's a fuel filler about there. There's a fuel filler on that side. And yeah, that is just really, really cool. This is how they do their 3D designing, so to get a really good idea of exactly how it's going to look when it's done. I mean, that is super cool. And in fact, I can look underneath it and really see in there. So I'm just going to trace this with my finger. That is kind of the outline of the tank coming up through there, I think. And then down underneath, you can see there's like, you can always put, in fact, I can put my hand underneath and behind it. That is very cool. Yeah, wow. No, that is very cool.
And then you will see lines.
Okay.
You can see some lines on the top here. So basically, this is what you do. You design. And you can see it in one-to-one scale if you like it. And the good thing with VR is you can have more people wearing the glasses. And you can join a meeting room.
And I guess you can almost like talk about it. You can say, what do you think about putting it here?
Yeah. I don't like it. You can just start pulling, No, change the shape.
That is very cool. I mean, it's probably doesn't come across as well on a video. Sorry about that. But to stand here with this on and actually see the tanks on this bike is a very, very cool thing indeed.
Because even if we have a custom project and you come to the workshop, before we have anything, we can show you how it will look. And
so you can like build the whole bikes. Okay.
Yeah, I want here to be more aggressive, or I want the air duct here.
Wow.
And, this is how you build bikes for a customer.
Yeah. It's gone. Honestly, I swear it was there a minute ago. Thank you. That's brilliant. Well, there you go. That was very cool. That was a very cool look at what you could do with the VR technology. And they said that they can use that when the customer's in a different country, they can join a virtual room and actually see it and interact with what they're designing for them. The next bike I'd like to show you on their stand is this one, and this is, as you can probably tell, it's still true to form, a Ducati Desert X. It's got the right sort of headlamps, completely different body kit, and again, that sort of custom hub on the front, that carbon fibre mudguard, carbon fibre all over this bike, absolutely everywhere. Yeah, it's custom bash plate, I think, down there at the bottom, coming up the side of the seat. It's got the tractive suspension that's on it. It's got this SAD seat. Now, this fuel tank, and in fact the up and over the top here, this is very special indeed. And I say it's very special indeed because it has this air filter sitting right up on the top. Now, they've essentially made a new housing underneath because apparently you have to remove the tank to get to the air filter. So if you want to take your Desert X rallying, you're going to get a bit stuck. So what they have is two. So you can basically easily change this top air filter out whenever you need to. The existing air filter is still underneath it. So yeah, it's essentially just like an add-on for super quick air filter changes. To show you a bit more about what they have on top, this is more of an adventure bike setup with all this cool sort of billeted stuff for the dash mount. Going in there, you can see they've got some of the other controls. I guess that's for the cruise control. Not terribly accessible, but it does free up the handlebars for the stuff that you might actually use. Coming up here, we have this tablet as the nav. Try and show you in here. This is the nav tower they have underneath that, and again, it's all made from aluminium billet. Yeah, just beautifully made. Absolutely love that. And that looks like a very, very serious Desert X. But just come around the other side, show you a few things on here. Yeah, coming down this side, they've got all that carbon fibre, that big bash guard coming around there as well. It has obviously seen a fair bit of use, but it's just a beautifully made bike. So what we have here is a KTM 890. Still looks like a KTM 890, but again, it's had the Aurora treatment. So to just show you what they're really putting here on this tower. Now you can see the place where the tower actually bolts on. But it's modular, so you can kind of pick and choose how you have it. And within here we have the spotlights. We have this sort of fully adjustable mount up there, and then with a tablet mounted right in the top. If I just come around the front and show you how it is behind that really super tall rally screen. We've got those two light units lower down there. That is really, really cool. The last bike I wanted to show you, Lavi and Ollie, this is what you could do with Bumblebee, maybe. So this is a Suzuki V-Strom, but it's not any Suzuki V-Strom that I've ever seen. Now the front end of it has been completely changed out, as you can see. It's still got that V-Strom styling. You wouldn't look at it and think it was anything else. But to look at this front end, with the beacon there, the way that's all been built up again with the full rally kit, with the full rally tower bracket. This one's got an F2R road book on it. I just love what they've done with this. I mean, it's not the most obvious choice for building a rally bike, but the fact that Aurora do these kits to transform something like this Suzuki into what is very obviously a rally bike really is very special indeed. I'll just come around and give you a view from the front. Yeah, here you go. This is the view from the front, and as you can see, it is very much a different front end, a very different rally tower to the stock bike. I just wanted to show you just a few of these parts and how they've made them. And you see just the quality of the engineering on these things, like the Desert X monobuck nav tower down there, mere 990 grams. Parts for the Tenere 700. Their universal navigation tower in there. This was the 3D nylon printed air intake. That's what was on that Desert X. And just that is just, oops, trying to pull it apart. I'm sure that would have a pin through there. So yeah, just exactly how that's been put together to bolt onto the bike really is very cool indeed. Coming down, we have a few more pieces, a mixture of printed nylon and CNC machining. But yeah, hopefully this gives you a taste of the sort of things that they do. So there you have it. That is my fairly short video from here at Aurora at EICMA 2024. I really like what they do. I mean, I do geek out a bit on some of the engineering of some of the parts and how they put these bikes together. I know some of you might think it's sacrilege to buy a bike and then transform them in this way, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it saves weight, it looks kind of cool. If you like tinkering with your bikes, maybe it's that sort of thing that would appeal. Now, I did have a flick through their brochure, and one of the things they have is they do a rally kit for a CF Moto 450 MT. So I'm currently planning what I'm going to do with mine, and maybe that's something that's going to be in my future. Anyway, I hope this has been interesting and useful. This is Aurora at EICMA 2024. Thanks for watching, maybe see you on the next one.